You have had all that money can give you, but that wasn't enough. You became a thrill seeker with an overinflated ego. This thrill seeking became the one great thing in your life, piling one thrill on another until, with every increasing intensity, you became much like the drug addict, with his continual increases of dosage, until the climax, a murder. To kill for the love of killing. To kill for a thrill. The thrill seeker comes from all walks of life, the rich as well as the poor. It comes from the home. A home where the parents are too busy in their own affairs to take time to teach their children the importance of self-restraint, self-discipline, politeness, courtesy, the love for the mother and the father, their church, and their country. It all adds up to that one great essential of living, self-respect, and regard for the property and feelings of others. It's through this utter disregard for life itself that the thrill seeker finds his eventual end. A prisoner of the state, standing in a courtroom, convicted of murder in the first degree. Because of your youth, Paula Parkin, it's impossible for me to give you the sentence you so rightfully deserve. You are hereby manded to the proper institution until you become 21 years of age, at which time you will be transferred to the state penitentiary for women, where you will spend the rest of your natural life.
I don't think I could drink another cup.
It passes the time. It's all my fault. If only I hadn't thought more of my outside interests than I did of Paula. It's a strong, hard lesson we've been taught.
It's no more your fault than it is mine. We're certainly a fine pair of parents.
We still have each other. That's some comfort. It all seems like such a bad dream. Ever since I can remember, we've given Paula everything. Everything but real love. A new dress instead of a caress. A new car instead of a heart-to-heart talk. A new watch.
It does no good to look back. It can only be more of a hurt. We must now look forward, using the past only as a pattern of judgment for the future. Paula's lesson to us was strong. Her child will profit by our mistakes.
How do you feel, darling?
I don't want my baby in a place like this. I don't. I don't feel so well. Everything keeps going around.
We'll see, Judge Clara. We'll take care of everything. If only we knew who...
Everything will be all right.
That's all now. It's time you were leaving. Rest easy now. It'll be all right.
We'll see when it's all over.
The baby, a girl, is well and healthy.
My daughter. How is she?
She died.
Some people think newspapers exaggerate juvenile crime, or that it's confined mostly to large cities. This is far from being the case. From coast to coast, in small communities as well as the larger cities, juvenile delinquency is on the rise. No child is inherently bad. He's made what he is by his upbringing and his surroundings. Thus apparent that something has gone wrong with the environment for a great many of these children, or we wouldn't have this present delinquency problem. Adults create the world children live in, and in this process, parents play the key role. When children grow up among adults who refuse to recognize anything that is fine and good or worthy of respect, it's no wonder that many of these children fail to develop high moral standards or to distinguish right from wrong. Their attitude is summed up in two callous words. So what? Juvenile delinquency is always rooted in adult delinquency. And only through general acceptance of higher moral values can we hope to solve the problem. The easiest way to bring this about is through a return to religion. If all people would join this back to God movement and train their children to respect the Ten Commandments or other moral laws laid down by all the great religions, we would soon bring delinquency under control. But the time has come that we must impose sterner penalties and restrictions against the young lawbreakers to protect the law-abiding. His mere youth is no excuse for letting him remain at large. Some young criminals are just as vicious and dangerous as older criminals and lawbreakers. No young offender should be released in the custody of his parents unless an investigation shows the parents are capable of controlling his behavior. If they are not, his supervision should be entrusted to a more responsible agency. And in making parents financially liable for property damage caused by their children could be especially helpful against the wave of vandalism which has been sweeping across our country. With this responsibility, we're sure that parents would keep a closer eye on the kind of fun their children are having, and that the old-fashioned woodshed would receive more use and vandalism would decline. Some parents refuse to recognize the moral obligation to the child they bring into the world. When that is the case, we must take stronger measures to make them realize their responsibilities. So you see, I cannot possibly grant your request for the adoption of the child of your daughter. The child must remain a ward of the state until such time as a suitable family can be found. At that time, the child will be granted to this worthy family, to be brought up in the world as it should know the world. For you, Jane Parkins, and for you, Carl Parkins, I can only feel the deepest of sorrow.